The Valley of the Kings, a place where history and mystery intertwine. A place of majestic tombs and ancient secrets where the walls whisper tales of the past. Here, beneath the scorching sands of Egypt, lay the final resting places of pharaohs, rulers of a bygone era. Their souls journeyed to the afterlife, surrounded by riches and wonders, treasures meant to accompany them on their eternal voyage. But legend whispered of a different place, a place not of honor, but of dread, a place shrouded in darkness and fear, where the light of Ra seldom reached. The Valley of the Cursed Tombs, a desolate and foreboding landscape. It was said that Pharaoh Sekhem-Ra, driven by an insatiable greed for power, was laid to rest in this cursed valley, his name etched in infamy. His tomb, brimming with unimaginable treasures, was protected by powerful magic and deadly traps, designed to ward off any who dared to disturb his slumber. It was a place where greed led to eternal suffering, a grim reminder of the price of avarice. Many had sought the pharaoh's legendary wealth, lured by the promise of untold riches, but none had returned. Their fate served as a chilling reminder of the curse's power, a testament to the ancient warnings that still echo through the sands of time. In the bustling city of Thebes, where the air was filled with the sounds of merchants haggling and children playing, far from the secrets of the Valley of the Cursed Tombs, where the sands whispered ancient tales of forgotten pharaohs, lived a young scribe named Khepri. He was a man of humble origins, yet his spirit was rich with dreams and aspirations. Humble and kind, Khepri possessed an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a heart filled with courage. His eyes sparkled with curiosity, always seeking the unknown. His days were spent in the temple library, carefully copying ancient texts. The library was his sanctuary, a place where he could lose himself in the wisdom of the ancients. Through these scrolls, the wisdom of the past whispered to him, revealing secrets and stories long forgotten by time. One fateful evening, while organizing a collection of ancient scrolls, Khepri stumbled upon something extraordinary. His hands trembled as he carefully unrolled the brittle papyrus. Hidden within the brittle papyrus was a piece of aged leather. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before, its texture rough and its color faded with time. It was a map, intricately drawn and marked with hieroglyphs he couldn't decipher. The lines and symbols seemed to dance before his eyes, holding secrets of a bygone era. But one symbol stood out, as clear as the desert sun. The symbol of Sekhem-Ra. It was a symbol of power and mystery, known to few and feared by many. This was no ordinary map. It was a guide, a key to unlocking the secrets of the past. It was a guide to the cursed Pharaoh's tomb, a place shrouded in legend and danger, promising both untold riches and unimaginable peril. The map called to Khepri. He felt a sense of destiny, a duty to uncover the truth behind the legend. With a deep breath and a resolute heart, he decided to embark on a perilous journey to the Valley of the Cursed Tombs. He knew the risks. He had heard the whispers of danger, but fear had no power over his determination. Leaving the familiarity of Thebes behind, Khepri ventured into the desolate wilderness. Days turned into nights as he navigated treacherous canyons and scorching deserts. He relied on his wit, his knowledge of the stars, and the cryptic clues hidden within the map. Each step brought him closer to the heart of the legend, closer to the truth behind the curse of Sekhem-Ra. After weeks of arduous travel, Khepri stood at the entrance of a hidden tomb. The air hung heavy with a palpable sense of dread. The entrance, concealed by the shifting sands of time, was adorned with ominous warnings etched in stone, images of terrifying creatures and forgotten deities. This was the final resting place of Sekhem-Ra. Steeling himself, Khepri lit a torch and stepped inside. The passage descended into darkness. The air grew cold and stale, heavy with the weight of centuries. As he ventured deeper, the silence was broken only by the echo of his own footsteps and the faint dripping of water. The tomb seemed to watch his every move, a labyrinth of shadows and secrets. The tomb was a maze designed to test the worth of any who dared enter. Khepri encountered a series of deadly traps, each more ingenious and lethal than the last. Hidden chambers with collapsing ceilings, false floors that gave way to spiked pits, and corridors patrolled by venomous creatures. The tomb was a deadly testament to the pharaoh's paranoia. But Khepri faced each challenge with courage and wisdom. He deciphered ancient puzzles using his knowledge of hieroglyphs and his understanding of Egyptian lore. His nimble agility allowed him to evade deadly traps, his mind as sharp as the blade of his copper knife. Each obstacle overcome strengthened his resolve. Deep within the tomb, Khepri encountered a formidable guardian. A colossal statue of Anubis, the jackal-headed god of the underworld, stood guard before a massive stone door. Its eyes glowed with an eerie light, and its presence radiated an aura of immense power. This was the final test before reaching the pharaoh's burial chamber. The guardian roared with a voice that shook the very foundations of the tomb, challenging Khepri to a duel. But Khepri knew that brute force would be futile against such a powerful adversary. Instead, he relied on his wit. He recited an ancient prayer invoking the wisdom of Thoth, the god of knowledge. His words resonated through the chamber, breaking the hold of the guardian and unlocking the path forward. Passing through the massive stone door, Khepri entered the pharaoh's burial chamber. The room glittered with unimaginable wealth. Gold artifacts, precious jewels, and intricate carvings adorned every surface. In the center of the chamber lay a magnificent sarcophagus, intricately carved with the likeness of Sekhem Ra. As Khepri approached the sarcophagus, the air grew heavy. A cold wind swept through the chamber, extinguishing his torch and plunging him into darkness. Then a voice, ancient and powerful, boomed through the chamber. It was the spirit of Sekhem Ra, awakened from his eternal slumber. The pharaoh's spirit was furious. He accused Khepri of seeking to steal his riches, just like countless others before him. He threatened him with eternal torment, promising him a fate worse than death. But Khepri stood his ground, his voice unwavering in the face of the pharaoh's wrath. "I seek not your gold, Pharaoh," Khepri declared. "I came to understand the truth behind the curse that binds you." He explained his discovery of the map and his perilous journey. He spoke of his desire not for wealth but for knowledge, for the wisdom held within the pharaoh's tomb. Impressed by Khepri's courage and his noble intentions, the ancient spirits watched closely. Sekhem Ra's spirit revealed the truth behind the curse that had plagued the land for centuries. The pharaoh confessed that his greed for power had blinded him in life, leading him to make grave mistakes. In death, he was condemned to guard his treasures for eternity, a fate he had come to deeply regret. Over the millennia, he realized the error of his ways and understood that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in wisdom and compassion. The pharaoh's spirit, now filled with remorse and a desire to make amends, bestowed upon Khepri a small amulet, a symbol of his journey and the wisdom he had gained through his trials and tribulations. With a final, grateful look, the pharaoh's spirit faded away, finally free from the curse that had bound him for millennia. Khepri left the tomb, not with riches or gold, but with a heart filled with understanding and a mind enriched with newfound wisdom. He returned to Thebes a hero, not because of the treasures he brought back, but because of the story he carried, a tale that would inspire generations to come. His journey was a testament to the power of courage and the importance of seeking wisdom over material wealth. The people of Thebes gathered to hear his tale, learning from his experiences and understanding the true meaning of heroism. And so, Khepri's story became a legend, a beacon of hope and a reminder that the greatest treasures are those of the heart and mind.